Hey, collective. How are y'all? It's me, Wes. So, I was meditating on you guys' energy and I was picking up on a lot of you are having a hard time on your spiritual journey. And of course you are. It's going to be difficult. But this is going to be your hardest battle because once you get through this, it's like you are unstoppable. You can conquer anything. Like everything else is just going to flow. Everything's going to start making sense to you. But once you get through this battle, it's like, okay, hey. But getting through it is like right now it could be very difficult for you guys. And so I definitely want to pull some cards, give you some tips as much as I can to help you out. If you have any questions, please drop it down in the comment section. Um, also, reach out by email, I'm very private, so whatever we talk about is just between you and I. Um, yeah, so let's get started. Let's jump into it. Okay. Eight of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. It seems like the more work you do, the harder it gets. It's not just that. It's the fact that you are actually opening up to your gifts. And you're going to have to learn how to set boundaries with people. Even though you're on this high vibrational train, it's like, oh my gosh, it seems like that train just keeps stopping. Boop, boop, boop. Every time you move forward, it keeps on stopping. Okay, so let me explain this part of your journey. While you're trying to level up, you are unlearning things, bad habits, um, family, their same cycles and things like that. You're learning new things on top of those of you that are experiencing actual paranormal activity, things like that. You're learning the spiritual side of things, coming in tune with yourself, with the good and the bad. So it's a lot of things that's wrapped up in one. This is why this battle is so difficult and so frustrating. And then sometimes, you may just lose, a lot, if not everything. But that's the point. You have to lose and get back to yourself. And I just say you have to lose because some of us go through a lot. We lose our car, we lose our home, we lose ourselves, but that's the point because we're rebirthing us. It's like a new us. It's like we're dying and then whew, we're starting over. So, with that being said, it's kind of like getting through it, don't ever feel like spirit put too much on you that you cannot handle. It's like you got this. It's just how are you going to get through this? How are you going to go through this? And the thing is too, I know it's a lot of people start spending their money on protection spells, things like that. I'm like, you don't need that. What I have learned on my spiritual journey is the power that I hold, the words that I speak. When I speak negative to myself, then I feel this lonely, depressed. I'm in this mindset. And then to pick up on somebody else's energy. And I know I'm well aware of, my surroundings, things like that, and other energy and stuff like that. So when you are speaking negative to yourself on top of somebody else is coming in your energy with their negativity and things like that, it's like you just feel overwhelmed and you feel drained. You have to learn how to recharge yourself. So going outside, rubbing your feet in the ground, that can help you get grounded. Standing in the sun, that brings you energy. Standing in the rain brings you clarity. Sitting by trees, that'll help you. Talk to your plants and things like that. If you don't have any plants, consider getting some plants. Consider starting to garden. Okay, so next thing, calming you down. Meditation. I will always say meditation. Prayer and meditation is the key factors to helping you get stable in your journey, things like that. So you could be working and just like feel like you're not going anywhere. There's no progress. There is progress. You're learning things and you're unlearning things like that. So don't give yourself such a hard time. Keep focused, keep praying, things like that. When your gifts heighten, whether it's your senses or your spiritual gifts, things like that, pay attention to that. More ringing in your ears, more, I heard headaches for somebody. These headaches that you have, you can either keep taking medicine or you can go the natural way, the hoodoo way. Hoodoo is actually working with the herbs and stuff like that. So, or just natural things. For those of you that are having headaches and you tired of taking all these pills, medication, things like that, I heard heartburn just now. Um, For the heartburn, oh, that's acid reflux. I don't know. I don't have a remedy for the heartburn, but I'll find one. Not one I can think of off the top. But for the headaches, you definitely can eat like 15 almonds, and that'll help with that headache. If you do have a migraine, please drink some green tea. Just plain green tea. If you can stomach that bitterness from the green tea, then do that. If you can't, then add a little honey in there. Just natural stuff like that. That'll definitely help you out along your journey. Some of you are dealing with a lot of stomach pains, I'm hearing. You're being guided to eat a certain way. I'm telling you, you have to think about this death that you're going through. The old you is dying, and this new you is rebirthing. So it's a lot. The way you eat, the way you talk, the way you move, the way you're around people and stuff like that. Some of you could be around like a lot of people, and you're just like, wow, this energy is overwhelming. But yeah, because you're picking up on every individual energy in that room and outside. It just, the vibration is so high. And so, soon it'll feel like you're a target. You're not a target. It's just that some people are awake, some people are not. And then you have the people that's in between. And you do have these demonic spirits, targeting more, things like that. And possibly the people that you're around, most likely the people that you're around are targeting you. Or wanting to I shouldn't say it's targeting you. They're trying to psych you out. They want their secrets and stuff to be hidden. But see, on this part of your spiritual journey, it's things that you know. You don't know how you know them. You just know. So even when, people try to belittle you and because you didn't go to college or, you didn't finish school, whatever the case may be, somebody's looking at you like, ugh, you don't have it all, this and that. Or maybe it's the way you dress, things like that. This spiritual journey is about you. What you choose to wear, whatever hairstyle you choose to have nails. Y'all know I really don't really care for nails. It's just that I've been working on doing these myself. So that's just something else under my bag that I have that I'm good at or that I'm working to be good at. But anyways, whatever you like, and a good thing too about some of these energies that are not wanting to dress in the spiritual clothing and stuff, that's fine. That's your choice. But and I like that because see, it's so many people that judge me because I'm not a person that dress all spiritual and stuff like that. I love it. It's just that I'm a person that likes to switch it up a lot. So I can look like this, I can look like that, I can look like this, I can look like that. You never know who you're getting with me, and so that's me. But some people may feel like, oh, this person's not woke. But when I speak, it's like, oh, I fucked up. I done came from the wrong energy. Yes, you have. So, be mindful of you on your spiritual journey because these are things that, what you like. What are things that you like? What are for yourself? What are you wanting? Things like that. So shift your perspective on this spiritual journey and start creating this new version of you. Somebody that you like, somebody that you are open to. And also, too, don't tolerate nobody's BS. And that's the point of this spiritual journey. So you can wake up to the truth of what's going on to you on the physical as well as spiritually. See, with this Six of Swords, you're definitely moving forward to common waters because, see, the things that you're going through right now, check out this water. It's all wavy, it's all bumpy, it's nothing but chaos and stuff. But soon you will be guided to a clear path so you can have peace. And most likely, this is right here, you're going to go into hermit mode. You need that solitude time for yourself so you can get to know yourself, for one, and find out more things about you. Find out about these gifts that you have. Get clarity on things that happened to you in your past. Mainly heal from all that trauma and stuff that you went through. This is that Six of Swords, so you can get your mind very clear. And if you're not taking that time to actually hermit, that is a major problem on top of things that you're going through. You're not going to hermit to hide. You're going to hermit so you can get to know thyself. This is why I say meditation. Meditation calms you down. So if those of you experiencing anxiety, things like that, I heard ADHD, meditation calms you down. When you actually sit there and you meditate and you're practicing your breathing, you breathe in, hold it, release, breathe out. You breathe in as deep as you can and you exhale as deep as you can. When you inhale, you hold it for 3 seconds. That's what I do. And then I exhale as deep as I can. And I do repeat that same breathing technique 10 times. And when you're on this spiritual journey, it doesn't matter how many times a day that you need to do that. Do that as many times as you can, because see, what this is doing is sending signals to the brain to calm you down. And then you notice this relaxing mode, it's like you're on autopilot and then you feel just better. So if you're in front of somebody and they're just working your nerves, you're just like, oh my gosh, shut the bleep up. It's like, okay, hey, you got this. Breathe, relax, you got this. I'm telling you, this is your battle. You just have to see how you're going to get through things. The financial side of it, you don't need to spend any money. A lot of us go through these things to where we lose our cars, we lose our home, things like that. But it's for the better, because that's part of the guidance. That's part of getting you to the place that you need to be, to the like-minded individuals, people that's going to help you, people that don't mind helping you. Just like you don't mind helping people, same thing. You need to be around others that's just like you, similar, that don't mind giving and helping and being kind and actually expressing themselves through love, and love is kindness, things like that. So take it easy on yourself. Just breathe. I sense somebody's homeless with this Five of Pentacles. That's why I said that, because it's a lot that's going on. And if you are spending your money on protection spells, crystals and things like that, that stuff is good to have. Trust me, don't get me wrong, I love it. But you hold that power. You didn't come in this world with them candle crystals and all that. You're not going to leave this world with them candle crystals and all that. So be mindful of where you spend your money at. The power is in your tongue. Pray about things. Pray that God exposes, people in your energy. Ask God, what are things that you need to know? What's in your energy? When you get readings and stuff like that, make sure that you're learning things from these individual readers and things like that. When you're taking advice, again, make sure that you're learning things, that you're actually picking up good information. And the information can come from a foe, from anywhere, but this is where you have to start discerning. You will learn how to discern better, and handle your emotions, things like that. If you're not a crier, you've been taught to be tough all the time. No, cry that shit out. That's the point of, getting in hermit, so you can really learn how to express your emotions. So you can learn how to express your emotions as well as handle these emotions. You don't want to just always lash out at people and things like that because you're angry and things like that. So again, meditation helps with that. It definitely helps calm you down and brings you peace, as well as giving you clarity, things like that. So when you pray and you're asking for things, clarity, just a sense of peace, things like that. And then when you get these things, be mindful of letting people back in your energy. You got away from that individual for a reason. So, look, major confirmation. My little fan came on. You're definitely going to come out on top. With this Emperor out here, this Emperor means, authority. You're taking charge of your life. On every, financially, emotionally, spiritually, physically, you are taking your power back. And not that you lost it, it's just, rebirth. Refining that power. Getting into that power that you didn't know that you had. It's been a long time coming for you guys with this Seven of Wands. It's like you've probably been going through it for a long time, and that's okay. Give yourself time to heal. Give yourself time to experience life and start living. You don't want to feel like, you're just waking up and you're just feel like a robot. And you possibly could feel like that right now, but once you, start getting a sense of your own vibration versus everybody else's, it's easier. And when you come out that hermit, because you're going to come out of it, you're not going to just hermit and stay to yourself. A lot of people I found that just do that, like, oh, I don't mess with this person. I just stay in the house. I just go to work, do what I need to do. No. No, because you letting these demons run freely. And that's not what we finna do. We finna expose them all. That's the point. You're going to be helping other individuals on their journey move forward and things like that. So talking to people and, you know, getting out there in the field and just showing people, hey, I'm a warrior. I've been through it. I've been through this. I've been through that. And a lot of us that are going through these awakenings have been through so much at a early age, and that is what hurts, because like now you can't find help, nobody's helping you, things like that. And so you may have to, you know, post on social media just to, you know, get your voice across and let your voice be heard so you can get that help. You may not have to go through that. You may just sit down and say, hey, I got this, I'm going to get through this, and this is how we're going to handle. But you know, I'm seeing the Five of Wands, but I'm seeing the Five of Wands out of another deck, and it shows this man standing up front, and you can see that he won the battle. So, what Spirit is saying, hey, whoever you need to cut off, my scissors, cut them off. Set boundaries. You're learning how to set boundaries with people, and you're not taking anybody's BS. You've been through too much. Like, we're not going backwards. So you have to learn how to keep your head up, set these boundaries, protect yourself. Protecting yourself is prayer. That is the number one. You can buy all the, you know, other stuff that you want to or may feel that you need. No. It's going to buckle down to what you are saying out of your mouth. What are you praying for? Things like that. And don't worry, nobody can put these spells and stuff on you. And you know, these low vibrational energies, they do these spells and stuff like that to make you scared, to put fear into you. Somebody put your name in a jar. Oh well, they got your name in a jar. But guess who's going to be stuck? That person that put your name in a jar. They're going to be stuck because they have no business trying to alter the divine. You know, it's like you're not God. You're not going to, you don't have the last word. That's what you have to remember about the enemy. They don't have the last word. They don't have any say-so over you. They're on their journey just like you are. They're just going a different route. You're going this way, they're going that way. So, you know, they'll fuck around and find out. But we ain't got time to fuck around and find out. We know what we need to do, you know, left from right, things like that. So you have to keep it positive on your journey. Some of you could be getting a lot of downloads with that Eight of Wands. Very, very emotional right now. And that's okay because you're learning how to get through these emotions. Also, too, some of y'all are definitely picking up on these spiritual eyes. You're seeing a lot of stuff. You're picking up on a lot of stuff. Your senses are definitely heightening. The ringing in your ear. I heard the tick-tock ticking. Some of you experience some ticking. I haven't experienced that, but I mean, some of you just, you know, experience some things, and then you'll get a reading and you'll hear about it in that same reading. You'll be like, what? This is so unreal, but it starts to make sense to you. And so when things start actually adding up to you, you will be able to, you know, discern better, and it's easier to conquer these battles. And when somebody comes in your energy and they feel like they can play with you for whatever reason, it's like you already see right through them. And you'll start telling people, yeah, I see you. I know. Spirit showed me you. I had a dream about you last night. It can be just like that. So get ready. As fast as these demonic spirits come in your energy, as fast as they gonna leave. It's like I can't bend my cards all the way, y'all. Devil card keep popping up. What else, Spirit? Yeah. Somebody's livid that you're taking this new spiritual journey. Sorry, yeah, I'm trying to smooth this over right there. Okay. Somebody's mad that you're taking this new spiritual journey. They don't want you to evolve. You could be really mad right now because things are not working out in your favor, but they really are. I definitely need you to shift your perspective on things and start really looking like, okay, hey, what lesson do I need to learn? What's going on around me? And again, pray so you can get through this tough, difficult time that you're having. Because you'll see in the end, you'll be like, oh, I went through this because I had to experience this. I went through this. Oh, this person broke my heart. I had to see this. You know, I had to do this. Also, too, you know, when you're on this journey, a lot of people like to play on the twin flame soulmate journey. So I do have to mention this, I feel, just be so you would know. Because if you're one person that's like, oh, I'm going to do this. I know when I started doing readings and stuff, I was like, I'm going to do this type of reading. I'm going to do it all. And then I started realizing, I was like, oh my gosh, everybody is on this whole love train and finding love and seeking love. And if somebody knows that you are so passionate about this somebody thought this journey was going to be easy. No, it's not. But if somebody realizes that you are on this journey, it's like, let me see how far they on this journey. Let me see if I could start calling them at 11:11 and things like that. And you know, this how people sometimes play in your energy. So when you're looking for love, just know that you are love. So when you are ready to love and you're at this point of your life where you have healed and you're ready to love, it's going to come into you in so many different ways. Not just through a partner. Your spouse, your friends, new spouse, just you being kindness, you sitting up there going out of your way to help somebody else. You are that representation of love. So when you're on this healing journey, that's what's most important. You getting back to loving on yourself, but in the most healthiest way. So that's what you're, you know, trying to attract. This, you done came all this way, done created this new person, done went through all of this stuff, and you think you finna manifest somebody that's low vibrational? No. That's no. You didn't come to all this way to bring somebody in your energy that's low vibrational. Yes, they're going to come for you. They're going to try you, things like that. But is that going to be in? Is this your twin flame? Is this your soulmate? No. You would know when you are in love, when you're happy, when it's genuine, when it's pure, when it's authentic, when you can actually trust somebody, things like that. So you will know. Because that's what you're going to attract in. These low vibrational energies, when they start coming for you, it's going to be easy to pick them out of the crowd. Because, see, low vibrational energies, they like chaos, they like clutter, they have a stench to them. I haven't passed one low vibrational person in my life that I haven't smelled first. So, some of them smell like feces, some of them smell like a little stench to them. They smell bad, but they have a stench to them. Even the people that are dressed up in these suits, you still can smell that low vibrational shit on them. Like, it's just, you smell, some of you, you're going to smell feces. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to work on the language, but you're going to smell that on them. They're going to have some type of stench about them. Mind you, you're not going to want to have sex with anybody either, too, because you do have succubus energies. You do have energies that come in your life. They use their what's between their legs to harvest your energy. And harvest your energy, they're just trying to drain you. They want you to focus on them instead of your goals and things like that. So make sure you are mindful of that type of energy. But like I said, nothing's going to attract you sexually. Even the person that you are dealing with now, you might be guided to just leave them just because of, you know, you've outgrown that person. You know, especially if y'all got together off of just lust. It's like, no, that's not enough. That's not. So yeah, at this current moment, you're definitely getting a lot of downloads. As far as your finances, what are things that you like? What are things that you are into? Because, see, your talent is what's going to help you manifest and bring things in. You could find yourself right now working a job that you were just like overwhelmed with, you're not liking, and then while you're in hermit, let's say you lose your job. Take that time to find out something that you can do. That's what's going to bring you in that extra income. That's what's going to help you, you know, lead. That's what's going to help you get into this whole 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, you know, energy. And I just say that because there's so many things that we are good at that we just don't know. But see, when you're in hermit and let's say you lost your job, you're looking for another job, and then you're like, damn, I'm just bored. I need something to do. I can't sit still. Like, I'm not that type of person to just be sitting around waiting. Just like me, I'm starting to do nails and stuff like that. Like, I'm like, okay, cool. This is something else that's under my belt. You know, many good things that I'm good at. You know, hey, or at least working to be good at. It's simple things like that. DIY projects, painting, welding. What can you do? That's your job to find that out. And, you know, you might find out like, damn, I'm really good at this. Like, wow, I didn't even know I could do this. Oh, this is neat. You might have talents that you already know that you're good at. Somebody's good at knitting, and you're just like, wow. Somebody might ask you, dang, how much you want for that blanket? I mean, I'll give you $50. Can you make this? Can you do this? Okay, then you start selling blankets. You're just like, wow, this is something so simple that you are so easy that you can do. Yes, that right there is going to help you get to the top, get you where you need to be. You probably won't even go back to work. But see, that spirit, you know, pulling on you saying, hey, I bless you with this talent, use it. Queen of Wands. It's like all the queens are just popping out there. I gotta, you know, explain each one in full detail. Be mindful of your energy. Some people might just think you're a witch. Again, that's okay. Let them speak, because see, your actions is going to speak louder, you know. With this Queen of Wands, you're definitely glowing. Even though you're simply having a hard time, you could be at home snot nose crying. Like, oh, boo-hoo-hoo. But see, when you leave and you get around other people, it's like they're being guided to come talk to you. So these conversations that you're having, be mindful of the conversation. Actually listen to yourself talk. Because sometimes when you're speaking to people, you may need to hear that same message for yourself. And you're just like, wow, I feel better even though I spoke. You know, this is where that throat chakra comes in, because you're going to be guided to speak and voice your opinion, things like that. Somebody is going to agree with you, somebody's not. But your opinion is your opinion. So this is your journey. You own this, not them. I'm seeing the Moon card. That's a lot of people that come for you and try to keep you stuck because they don't want you to move forward. It's some people out there that want you to get past them, but come on now. You're destined for greatness. Wheel of Fortune. It's your time. This is your time to move. You possibly have somebody in your energy showing you that, you know, oh, you're probably inspired by this person, but they're really a show off. They're really trying to brag. I got this, I got that. You don't have this. You know, that type of energy. You're just like, what is going on? Some of the prettiest people just be like super ugly inside. So you could be waking up to that, to be like, you know, why does this person act like that? They're so pretty, but they have insecurities that they have not worked through, and they're trying to, you know, manifest that onto you. And it's like, no, baby, that ain't even my energy. I'm a happy person. This is not like me. So get back to your happy space. Look, the Sun card in the reverse, baby. Oh, who is this energy? Page of Swords is out here. This is definitely somebody like watching you. And I just said that too, because this could be a spouse. This could be anybody that is like not wanting you to glow up. So whoever you're surrounded by, or if it's like a lot of people that you're surrounded by, because you know, when we're on these journeys, we find out the people closest to us, family, friends, spouses. These are the people that are hurting us. These are the people that are downplaying our strength, you know. Where you're in a relationship that you find yourself compromising a lot and giving to the other person, and they're just taking. You're going to withdraw your energy. It's like, no, you're not filling my cup, so why do I continue filling yours? This is that Six of Swords. Spirit's going to be moving you. So you could find yourself breaking up with people. This is that lost energy that I was speaking of earlier. You're ending relationships. You're ending friendships. You're stop talking to family members, things like that. You're in hermit. You're not talking to anybody. That's for your own spiritual protection. That way you don't have to deal with any of this BS that these people are taking you through. And spiritually, you'll find that a lot of your your family members are doing voodoo, Aztec, Santeria, Palo, Wicca, things like that. You will find out the witches and warlocks in your family. You will just start seeing these people. You will start seeing this energy on them. Their eyes will be just dark as hell. They'll be cold black sometimes, and you're like, what in the world? Why am I see this? This is the part where your spiritual eyes are on you. Feel like you're kind of going crazy because you're starting to see certain energies on people. Baby, I would be in Walmart shopping, and I'll look up at somebody just because, you know, they're passing me, or I feel somebody staring at me, and I'll look up and I'll see somebody's eyes cold freaking black, and I'm just like, what in the world? Now I'm used to it. I'd be like, okay, yeah, let's keep it moving. And then them the same people that be rushing in to talk to you because they feel like you don't know them, and really you see right through them. So pay attention to that. What did I just say? Thank you, Spirit. Spirit's like confirming everything I'm telling you guys. Page of Swords with the devil, because you have these devil energies, and this is what I meant by targeting you. You have these devil energies seeking out individuals. They don't know who's who, but when they get in your energy, it's like, I fucked up. Yeah, you about to fuck around and find out. Sure is. Sometimes spirits send us on these missions to deal with these individuals just so we can prove to them, hey, yeah, God's real. The divine is real. The spiritual world is real. Yes. Keep playing. Slow their ass down. Quick, fast, and a hurry. What else, Spirit? What else do we need to talk about? Ooh, somebody's just nasty out there. Okay, before I turn these cards over, we have the Death card with this King of Swords. Somebody's in your energy that's just bitter as hell. They are mean. They talk to you real nasty. Whoever this, they're not happy. Nothing that you can do. What the fuck? Somebody is definitely trying to like manipulate you in so many ways. They're trying to project fear into you. So you'll notice these attitudes that you're pissing off, that you trigger. Let me say that, because your energy, you can walk in a room and somebody's already pissed. You can walk past somebody and they're already pissed because your light triggers them. So with that being said, whoever this is talking to you all crazy at the side of their freaking neck. Yeah, check them. Seriously, you don't tolerate nobody's BS, because whoever this is bitter. This whole passion that they have, they just, it's not, you're not even attracted to this person sexually, and they're not happy, and that's something you're starting to notice. It's where you used to compromise with people. If you're not having sex with them, this is definitely somebody, a family member, something like that, but you don't have that energy to deal with this person. You're not, you're not inspired by this person, you know. But yes, this person is unhappy inside. This is why they're projecting the way that they are projecting. And this is what you'll notice on your spiritual journey. Who's healed and who's not. That's the major difference. Who's trying to heal, who's on their journey of healing. Because high vibrational people, baby, do not vibrate. They don't tolerate this BS. Yes, they may come off as aggressive, but they don't tolerate the BS. They see right through it. So, you know, people in your energy, they're not going to last that long. As fast they come in, fast they go out. This energy right here, you're going to be separated from this person. This King of Swords in the reverse, somebody's just really just talking to you all types of any kind of way, lashing out, spazzing and stuff like that. Baby, that situation's finna be over real soon. This is where you see the truth. The Seven of Swords with this Hierophant. This Hierophant is like a spiritual leader. These are like your pastors, things like that in that nature. These spiritual leaders that we do have in the world, you'll see that some of them are lying. Some of them are not who they say they are. People that are in your family that you thought was that spiritual guidance, possibly this person right here. You're seeing, okay, wow, you are not who you say you are. Okay, so yeah. And the fact that you're waking up to the truth, that's what this right here, the beliefs. And I know some people are so big on the Bible, things like that, but again, that Bible's not teaching you how to heal. It's giving scenarios about what went on and, you know, situations like that, but how to actually physically heal, that's the part of your journey that you are learning, things like that. Seven of Swords is out here with this Hierophant because of people's beliefs and what they're into, things like that. When you are having these nightmares, please pay attention to your nightmares, because certain things that are going on in these nightmares is what Spirit's trying to tell you, okay, hey, what this person is doing to you, spiritually, physically, things like that. When people have, let's say somebody has a voodoo doll of you that they have made. See, voodoo dolls were made to communicate with spirits, with your ancestors. It's part of the African culture to make these dolls and hang them up and it shows respect. But the negative side of it, somebody's creating this doll using your hair and sewing it on the doll and things like that, and they're poking the doll with needles and shit, trying to inflict pain. And sometimes you can feel this pain, sharp pains in your back, your sides, your stomach, whatever, things like that. And it's not to hurt you, it's so you can pick up on the spiritual things that's happening to you behind the scenes and who's doing what. So when you do have these nightmares, it is very crucial that you pay attention to where you are, what's going on, people that you may see, things like that. If you don't have a journal, please get one and put it by your bedside. That way you can write these things down when you see these things and when you pick these things up, because it'll definitely help you along your spiritual journey. So yeah, again, with this Seven of Swords, with this Hierophant, whoever you put on a pedestal and you thought, okay, damn, this person, they knows they stuff, they, I like this person, they're very, high vibrational. You will really see the truth in this individual that's been spiritually lying to you, things like that. Alright, guys, what else? I said family. Or who you consider family, who's in your inner circle. Oof. Whoever this energy is, they want to know what you know about them. And you may be guided to say some things, you may be guided to keep some things, to yourself. But again, each individual person, I'm reading for a number of people, guys. So we are all on different timelines. So please take it where it resonates. With this Ace of Cups, you stepping out in your power and that divine energy is going to be triggering each one of these people that you call your family, things like that. You're going to find yourself having conversations with these family members. And again, these low vibrational energies are coming out the woodworks. They're going to want to know. They're trying to prick your brain. So be, mindful of how your body reacts to people, places, and things. And so, if these people are giving you things to put in your home, throw that shit in the fucking trash, because most likely they done, put some type of entity, some type of attachment to whatever they done gave you, so you can set it in your home. Whether it's a camera or just some type of negative energy that may be attached to that. Let's say it was home decor that they gave you. Something could be attached to that decor, and you're sitting in your house, and then you're wondering, why do I keep feeling negative energy when I sit in my house in this one spot? Because that item has some type of, spiritual negative attachment to it. So be mindful of people giving you things like that. Throw that shit away. And that's if you feel something negative energy coming from that item of whatever that you may have. Even with money, all money, how's the saying going? All money ain't good money. Yeah, so be mindful of that. People be trying to act like they're helping you and this and that, and hand you $20, and you feel some negativity for that $20, baby. I'll throw that shit away in a second. I don't give a damn. Nope. And I have thrown money out, change out, this and that, because it has some type of attachment, baby. I throw it out. I'm telling you. You wonder why you be seeing money on the ground sometimes? Hey, I have. So, hey, it's going to come back to you. Yes, you may need it, but baby, you don't need that spiritual negativity in your home, invading your privacy, things like that. So, watch out for the flies for somebody. King of Wands, baby. This is you actually going out there and talking to people. This is where you're on your journey. You're talking to people. You don't want to deal with anybody, but it's like, hey, you got to get back out there and experience life. You have to start living. You don't want to be, feel like I'm stuck in the house. No, we're not. No. Us, these good vibrations, you want to keep all that inside? No. Come on outside. So this King of Wands is actually you taking action and saying, hey, I'm actually going to get out there and pursue my dreams. I'm going to be that spiritual leader that this universe needs, you know? So with that being said, baby, take your time. Know that this is your journey and have fun and experience a lot of things, you know? Do an egg cleanse, do a spiritual bath, things like that. Just try things out, what works for you. At the end of the day, God knows your intentions. And that's all that matters. There's no right or wrong way to do this spiritual journey. It's your choice. You know, later on you might find out, hey, you don't need all these things. And that's something that I found out. I actually got to the point to where I was just in a financial burden where I was just like, I cannot afford to, you know, get this or get that. And I was just like, wow. So I was guided to pray more. And now it's like, I have my crystals and things, but, you know, it's like they're around because I like the crystals, you know. But do I depend on these crystals to take all that negative energy away from me? No. What I depend on is my words, what I'm praying. I'm sending that negative energy back to the original sender tenfold. And you can do the 3x3 message. 3x3 method where you return to sender, return to sender, return to sender. Repeat that 6 more times, and then, you know, finish your prayer. But get in the habit of returning that negative energy back to the original sender tenfold. Please incorporate that in your prayers because, baby, it does work. That power is in the tongue, and it holds that power. So be mindful of what you speak. Even speaking negative to yourself. You do not want to get yourself depressed, especially when you're on this journey. Taking on so much, it's easy to get overwhelmed. So definitely take your time and be patient with yourself. And love on yourself, and again, have fun so you are living life. All right, guys, I hope this helped you. I love you so much. See you next time. Love you. See you next time. Bye.